Hello everybody, how is everyone? Let me just kill the music. There we go. Cool, we are live, and yeah, it's going to be rather interesting too. I've never actually done a kind of hardware session as a live stream before. So yeah, I've done it in Ableton a couple of times, and yeah, that went quite well, although all you could see was the screen. So it's kind of, yeah, I quite like this. So, woo! Cool. So yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. Hopefully you can hear my voice coming through. Let me just check. Yeah, that's good. Lovely. So yeah, this is the Akai MPC2500, made in 2005, I believe. I chose this particular machine to buy because it kind of like has the best of both worlds. So I've got the connectivity with the USB cable down here, so I can transfer all my sounds and stuff from my computer onto the MPC. But it's also got kind of the classic layout, all the classic functions and button whatnot. So yeah, it very much sounds and feels like an MPC, but it's got that little bit of modern functionality where you can sync it all up. It's good, and plus it's got all the multi-outs and effects, so it's really cool. I really like it. Yeah. So today we are going to make a little bit of house music. I've been inspired by a lot of Ryan Elliott's DJ sets recently. So I'm really thirsty as well. And yeah, he kind of plays a lot of this kind of 90s kind of housey kind of sounds, quite deep, but it's also just kind of really cool, groovy, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, we'll try and emulate that on this little device here. So yeah, I will try and talk through how I make music on this thing. I mean, I'm not the best at it. I'm still quite a noob when it comes to making music on this beast. But I think I've got enough knowledge now to kind of do something fairly cool. I mean, the ideas I've been throwing together, and some of you might have seen on Instagram, that, yeah, I've been coming up with, I don't know. Well, I don't know whether you think they're good, but I think they're quite cool. They're fairly simple. They're kind of the similar ideas I was doing on the Korg Electribe that I had recently, earlier on in the year. But this kind of opens up what the Korg could do to like a whole new level, which is amazing. So that's why I opted for this. Right. So I'll explain how I kind of make music with this, and it kind of goes on. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. I get all the wind when I talk and get nervous on this bloody thing. And my wife's laughing in the background. But yeah, so I watched a few YouTube videos on a guy called Ricky Tenez, and I follow him on Instagram now, and he's a really good person to kind of look at who makes kind of stuff with hardware, especially with MPCs. He uses lots of other hardware stuff like synthesizers, all that kind of jazz. And yeah, his way of working seemed to make a lot of sense to me. And how that goes is, in the MPC kind of workflow, I don't know if you can see on the screen here, it's got a thing called program. Now, what he does with his programs, he creates a program, say, full of kick drums. So every single pad will have 16 different types of kick drums. You can have 64 because you've got the pad banks, A, B, C, and D. And you can fill them out, obviously, with all different types of kick drums and then save it. Now, the thing I keep forgetting at the moment with working with this, you need to save everything all the time. Because, yeah, if you don't and you turn it off, that's it, it's gone. Which is a pain. And you need to know where to save it as well. So, yeah, that's the only kind of time-consuming bit about working with an MPC, is the kind of saving and organising of stuff. But once you get there, it's kind of all cool. And yeah, so I'll kind of show you the layout. Hopefully you'll be able to see how I've kind of got everything loaded up. So we've got, let's have a look. Yeah, I reckon you'll be able to read that. I mean, I can read it on my screen. So we've got the 505 from Mars, the 606. So a lot of samples from Mars sample packs. because they come with pre-built programs, as you might be able to see in here. So yeah, as you can see, you got 505 from Mars, one program, and basically whoever the amazing guy from Samples from Mars who created all this stuff basically has pre-programmed all of the samples to work in the pad straight away. I mean, we can demonstrate that now. So let's say hit do it. As you can see, they are loading up. Now, go back to the main screen, and there's no sound. I always forget this all the time. Every single time. We have to go down to program section there, choose 505 from Mars 1. Well, hey, sound. Cool. So yeah, he's programmed this to have an entire kit across a program. So, and that's one way you can do it, but yeah, apparently it's a bit of a fiddle when you want to go when you want to go to track mute. So this section here, you can't then turn off, say, the kick drum because it's all in track 1. So the idea is to have all everything on different tracks, which you can see kind of here. So you got track 1, and then you can scroll through track 2, track 3, so many different tracks you can fit. I'm not quite sure how many you can fit. I think there's quite more than enough basically to make a decent track. And yeah, so that's kind of one way to do it. I mean, if I like a particular sound out of this program, I will just say use the kick drum, and then make track 2, bring up the program again, and then, ooh, what's going on there? All the sounds have gone completely weird. Why is that? Why has that gone to pad D? That's better. That was weird. They shouldn't have gone to pad D. Well, anyway. So yeah. I would have then chose, like, say, the snare for track 2, and so on and so forth. But we are going to start from scratch. Fresh sounds. Probably use some of the samples from Mars stuff for the drums. But we will create custom programs and things like that. So let's get on with that, shall we? If the sound does feedback from the speakers, just tell me and I will mute the microphone whilst we are sort of playing music. Because yeah, we don't want to hear that twice and hear it all clang and all that malarkey. Right, let's turn this off and on again so we don't have that program loaded. If you do fancy getting involved, obviously I've said, you know, we can just chuck in samples willy-nilly, then yeah, feel free to contact me via probably Facebook's probably the best way. And yeah, we will find a way of getting your samples to my computer and then into the MPC, which would be quite cool. So yeah, what I was saying, what Facebook page? Good question. Probably either the Fade to Funk or Jeff Fader Facebook page. You can easily search them in Facebook and they'll pop up. So yeah, send a message there and I will do my best to get in contact back. And yeah. Right, so fresh blank program. Now I'm thinking a tempo 125 because I've got half an idea of what I want to do. I've found some Marshall Jefferson samples from an old Marshall Jefferson sample pack that I've loaded up, and there are a few loops that are quite cool that I would like to incorporate, and I'm not quite sure how to kind of splice everything and time stretch yet, so we're gonna leave that for the minute and just...
Sorry, no one can see your face when you lean in over your MPC.
Not like that.
You can just see your back of your neck and your hair. Not worth just moving your camera along.
Right, so if I lean in, we probably want to go about that way.
That's better.
Cool. Right, anyway. So we chose our tempo, 125. We want a nice kick drum. So let's go to load. What kind of sounds do we want? Actually, we'll load up the Kick One program that I've already created. Hasn't got many in there at the moment because I haven't spent too much time in this. So, and if it doesn't, it will probably won't load the samples as well because I'm a nincompoop, as my son would say. But they might work. Yeah. So we got three. I've got 3 kicks loaded up already. Now, got typical 909. This is a standard. I think it's a factory preset from the MPC60 kick drum. I think that one is as well, but not a fan of it if I'm honest. Now that we've got that program loaded up, we can load up another sample and chuck it in that kick drum program. So let's go and find that, shall we? I'm going to say you. Oh, I don't know. MPC60 for Mars. Let's see what's in there. Bass drum. So we've got the 606s. We can preview these sounds as well, which is quite cool. But my F5 button is a bit temperamental at the moment. It's a bit of a pain. Nice to have something full-bodied. So yeah, as you see, some of these sounds are you've heard before. Oh, this F5 button's driving me crazy. Come on now, work. Oh, that's quite nice. Have we used that one before? I don't think we have. I know we have used that one before. I remember now. Oh, come on. Definitely he's looking at, I think. That's kind of like a 909 pitched up. Nah. Club snap. No. No. Dumpster. What name? Grow. I don't know, I think I'll get bored of that one quite quickly. Maybe we could just go for a 707. It'd be a bit cleaner. So if we go back, we got 707 from here. Maybe use SP. Let's look at the SP1200s. Quite short. Maybe we will. Quite nice. Oh, that's even nicer. Quite like that. So we will go do it. That loads it into the MPC. And then we want to go to program. So we've got that one. So we can load it in this slot here. There it is. Now we want it full level. And now, the way I like to program kick drums, instead of bashing it in manually with the metronome, because my timing is terrible, especially with a kick drum. You can go to grid edit, which is fantastic. So we can click grid edit. There we go. We click on record. The overdub light button should be on there. And then all we got to do is go bop. And there you can see on there, our kick drum has been recorded in. And we just go through on every bar line. We can just scroll through. Now it's got 2 bars. I'm tempted to do 4 because you get a bit more leeway with variation. You can do up to, how far can you go? I think you can, yeah, there's a crazy amount of bars you can chuck in, but that will be, yeah, very hard to deal with. So we'll do 4. 4 is generally good for a good loop. I'm going to do it. So 4 bars. I don't know whether that's carried on over. No, it hasn't. That's fine, because we can just enter them in. Cool. Maybe we'll do a double kick at the end. Alright, let's listen to it from the start. There we go. Now playing everything else in by hand is generally quite easy. Depending on how good you are. Finger drumming and whatnot. But I find if as long as I get the kick drum down, sort of like solid and in time, then we're good. Cool. Right, back to main. I fancy a snare drum. Let's choose a snare. So we want to go to track 2. Obviously that says now unused. You can name your different tracks as well, so you can change the name of that. I think if you go to window, yeah, there you go. So you hit window, you can bring up the track name. We could call it kick. And this is the first time I've changed the name on it, so let's kick. ICK, and now we will. There we go. Kick. Enter. So close. There we go. Track 1, it's called kick, and that should show up in the track menu as kick. Nice. And then we're going to track 2. We will now want to load up a different program. So claps and snares is generally what I've got. That will be down there somewhere. Programs, clap snare. Do it. With samples. Nice. And then we'll go to program. Choose clap snare. So we've got an 808 and a clap old verb. But we want a snare drum. So we will go find ourselves a new snare drum. Then we're going to go back to load. What would be good? Maybe an 808. 808 snares are nice. Or actually, let's go lo-fi and we'll choose maybe a 505. Use this. I don't know what it sounds like. So, ooh, that's quite nice actually. And obviously we can manipulate this in the program settings with the ADSRs and whatnot. Oh, this button. I won't be offended if you if you leave because of this damn button not working properly. That's quite a nice snare. Nice body to it. So we'll chuck that in. Back to program. That pad there. There it is. And now, back to main. Bar 1. And now let's record in some snare. So. Hopefully that will correct that timing issue. Yeah, nice. Now you're probably thinking this is a very long-winded process to be making music, and yeah, I agree. It is slower than making music than say in Ableton, but I really like it. I love the sound that this thing produces. Like, I made a track the other day. Let me stop because you're probably getting annoyed at that. So yeah, I made a track the other day using this as a drum machine, and the sound difference in the mix was just incredible. There's something about the outputs in these machines that sound punchier than say just playing the sample directly from Ableton. It's something else. I love it. But yeah, it is long-winded, but it's something that I can live with. Some people can't. Some people just like to get the ideas out quickly. But yeah, I'm in no rush. If you're in no rush, then we're all good. Right, so we've got a snare. Track 3. Should we name? Yeah, let's name it. That's good practice, I guess. Snare. N. Cool, right, let's get rid of all that writing. Nice. Enter. Cool, so track 2 snare. I would next usually go with a closed hat, but I don't know, kind of going off them at the moment, so I might just go straight for the open hi-hats. Let's load a program up with that one in. So open hats, do it. File not found. Of course I haven't. Yeah, it will probably be because of my poor organizational skills from when I was first learning to make stuff on here. So if we find the program, open hat, it should be 909 Vari 02. Now I was probably going to go for the 909 anyway, so we can find that sample, load it up, and it will be there. Or we can go back to a previous project. We have a JF2 program in here. Will have that sample in it because I was clever and saved it in there. So yeah, we want to replace that. And now, pardon me, again, there it is. Do I want I really it's so overused, but it's just such a good sound. Maybe we can just like pitch it down and do something with it. So, but let's play it in first, and then we can kind of manipulate whilst it's playing. Alright, back to main. Bar 1. Oh, for this, I found a really cool technique from Ricky Tenez. To use 16 levels on velocity with your hi-hats, because you get like a sort of a nice sort of dynamic feel going. So if we get that turned on, we should. Cool. Oh, there is a question by ASD by the Sea. What's the difference between open and closed? So open hi-hat is basically when the drummer has his hi-hat open and you get that sound. And a closed hi-hat will be closed and be a lot shorter. So it'd be like a tit 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 sound. I would load one up, but another time. But yeah, this is what an open hi-hat sounds like. Cool. So yeah, we will probably alternate between different velocities, just kind of give some sort of dynamics within the drums. So yeah, let's hit record and get something down. Actually, which ones do I like first? These two are quite cool. So. That's not too bad. I think there's too much variation there in between the two. So let's stop. Now we can delete that by going erase, do it, and that should all be gone. Cool. Now, maybe just those two, so it's not too wide. And we could start in here again. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. Nice. Now instead of like the closed hat, I might use a shaker instead, and we can use the note repeat feature for that, which is quite cool. So that is that. Sounds quite cool, and we shall call that. We'll just call it hat because we haven't got two hats. Hat. There we go, and we'll take out all that. Cool. Track 4. So we want a shaker. Now, did I save that perk program? I don't think I did. So we can. Let's have a look. No, I didn't.
Never do.
No. Apparently I don't. No, I don't actually have a perk program. So let's create a new program, shall we? So we go to program, go at the top, and we should go to program 1, hit the window key, and we want a new program. We shall call it perk for percussion. So P E. Where's my right. MC. There we go. Cool, perk. Enter. Do it. Here we go. We got a perk program. Now we need to remember to save this program, otherwise when we turn it off, it will just disappear. So yeah, must remember to save. Now, we need to find a sample to load into it. So, where are we going to find a good shaker? Let's try 606. I'm not quite sure whether they made one. Whether there was one in there. No, there isn't. Well, what is the sound? No. So we can go back. 707 has some nice ones. If there's actually any in here. Cowbell, crash, clap. No, okay. Ah, 727. That's what I'm thinking of. 727. So Bongo, Cabasa maybe. There we go. Come on now, play. Right, cool. That will do. That's quite nice. Quite a nice sound. Program, and we just need to find that sample. There it is. So, because we're still on 16 levels, that will be across the pads now. Now, we can either obviously play these in individually, or we could use note repeat, and I say we can use note repeat. There we go. It sounds a bit robotic. Now, or we could play it in. Try and play 16ths for 4 bars. We just give it a go. It might work. If not, we'll do note repeat. So, bar 1, hit record. Ah. Why did that change to program 1? Anyway. So yeah, let's just try and give it a go. Right. This sounds terrible. Yeah, that's awful. We will just use the note repeat. That was poor show, poor show. Right. Erase, do it. Cool. Oh, don't want to mute. So, take 16 levels off. We might be able to get some sort of variation by the pad pressure if we use. So. There we go. Let's just play along, see if we can get something nice. That's not too bad. So. And ready for it, and 3, 4. I'm still not happy with that. Maybe we'll just go full level and then we can adjust the volume to taste. I think that's probably the best route. So erase, do it. Full level. We'll also get some swing in as well, because what's the point of having an MPC if you're not going to use the swing? Right, let's just hit record and yeah. 3, 4. Go. Right, stop. Let's go out to the top and we will hit time correction. See, we've got swing. Let's use 63%. That seems to be the sweet spot right here for MPCs. Fix. Do it. So now we should hear some lovely swing action from our shakers. Nice. Cool. Doobie-doobie-doo. What to do next? Just the volume of that shaker. Now, the only thing I haven't found in this machine is a track mixer. You get program mixers. So in each program you've got a mixer, which I can show you. So that's the mixer for that program. But I've not found a track mixer yet, which is disappointing. It's kind of, yeah, it's a bit of a pain, because I'd like to be able to adjust the entire volume of a program rather than having to adjust everything individually. That would be a pain. So let's go back to the mixer just for now, and we can hit play and adjust the volume. Taste. Nice. So that sounded quite cool. So we've got kick, snare, open hat, and shaker. Where do we go from here? I might start chucking in some sort of melodies and whatnot. Like, we'll start working on that stuff now. But what I will do, I will start it on track 9, because I want to leave 5 to 8 for extra percussion, maybe some like ride cymbals, some congas and stuff. Just to give some sort of added variance. And then we can use 9 to 16 for our musical ideas. So let's go back to main. Let's get ourselves, actually let's name that track before. So we want shaker. Da 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 da. There, shaker. Where is my there it is. Cool. Enter. Close. Cool. Right. Track 9, which is here, is where we're going to start layering our stuff. Now, I generally like to start with with a melody first, once I've got my drums up, and then we can work a bass line around that afterwards. So let's go to load. We may need to make a new program as well for our loops, because we're going to start using some loops now. See what we got. Now, these MJ keys and MJ Fox are from the Marshall Jefferson sample pack. Some absolute corkers in it. Real classic house stuff. So, hopefully, this F5 key will work. That's not quite what I was after. After kind of like deepish, sort of deep house chords. Something like that. What's next? Oh, that's nice. Nice. We don't have to use all of that as well. So if we just load it up, we can see what we can do with it. So program, let's get a new program. We will call it key loop. So where's my K at key Right, why? Because I got it. There it is, key. So, P, key loop. Do it. Now, that should be, there it is. And we obviously I've got that in one-shot mode, and we can change that by hitting window key, and we want it to be note on because we want some sort of control over it. So we don't want notes, we want to go back to sample. So and generally want that on full level. According to the wife, there's some peacocks down the road which they're going to investigate, which would be very cool. But
as you do.
I'm stuck with you guys, so let's make some music instead of chasing peacocks.
My shoes are here.
Cool.
Maybe we could call this song "Chasing Peacocks."
Oh, great.
There we go. Title for the song: "Chasing Peacocks." Right, I want to change some of that ADSR stuff. I think we go to level, hit the window key, here we go. So, cuts off a bit much. So we want to increase that decay. That's better. Maybe a bit, there's a bit. Now. I guess you're kind of seeing where this is going. So if we find something else that we can find. This is okay. Oh, come on now. It's kind of a different take on that of a sound. Oh, come on. See, it's just different takes on that. Oh, I quite like that. Let's give that a go. So we can go back to program. Yes. Right, let's get and record that sound in, because that is amazing. Right, so as we do, just hit record. 2, 3, 4. Ah, that was rubbish. Let's start again. So grid mode, raise, duet. We could stay in grid mode. Oh, I'm getting excited. How did we do that before? That's it. Burn that, but burn that. Cool. So, try again, shall we? Oh, I didn't hear the first click. Damn you. 2, 3, 4. Now, let's see if we can try and play around with that. There we go. So I'm just checking social medias. I've got a few people that are interested in checking in some collaborations. Cool. So. So from here, obviously we've got that sound. We could, we could go anywhere with it now. We could go to the filter section, start playing with some filters. So. We can also get some of these Q-Link sliders loaded up as well. And we can start playing around with some of this as well. You can also start playing around with the LFO. click, go to slider, and we can choose for Q1, which is here. And we're selecting on Q1, we want it to be, we actually want this to be real time and cut off 1. So hopefully, it's supposed to do its thing. But I am still learning how to use this stuff at the moment. Ah, here we go. Sign pad. That's the one. So hopefully now. Now we've got a bit more control. There we go. Cool. That's sounding cool. Let's go back to program mode. I want to chuck a high pass under here, just so we can clear up some of the low end. Nice. I really like that. Cool. That's sounding pretty good. I mean, if it's not, more than happy to tell me. And yeah, we can choose some other stuff. Alright, how are we doing on the socials? We're all good. Cool. Right. Maybe some sort of baseline now. Now, I generally try and like to use one shots if I can, but I'm finding it quite difficult to kind of mix and like one shots and stuff, especially synth stuff, in the box. Luckily, down the back here, we've got 8 individual outs, so when it comes down to kind of recording our ideas out, we will basically send everything out to the multi-outs, so we can then record it into Ableton as separate channels, mix it, master it, get it all sounding lovely. And yeah, drums, I will probably use the stereo main outs, because that comes with the like the master effects and stuff, which sound really cool. Like they just make everything sound much more punchier. Like I could let's kind of show how that works. So got that idea, and then we go to effects. So go to master. We've got EQ and compressor. EQ, that's the kind of default setting that comes with it. It's a bit harsh, but sometimes it works. I'll just show you, and you can play with these settings as well. So let's move it on. Let's move it off. Obviously, we could adjust some of these settings. So let's cut down some of these. So it's not so harsh. And you can adjust the values as well. It just kind of adds a little extra. Mig Miguel, he's the label owner of Just Move Records from South Africa, currently based in the UK, I think still. And yeah, big shout out to you. Check out Just Move Records as well. They do some really cool down-tempo, deep house music. Big fan of theirs. So yeah, go check them out. Cool. So yeah, that's the SDQ. Quite like it. And then we got the compressor. Basically just kind of levels everything out. Gives it a bit more punch as well. So let's move it on. Let's move it off. Just kind of brings the level up. More punch. Really like it. So yeah, I'll turn them both off for now. Yeah, let's keep them both off, and yeah, I might apply them to the drums, because obviously the drums are going out the master, and then everything else can go through the multi-outs, and we will manipulate them in Ableton afterwards. But yeah, cool. Also, you can get effects 1 and 2, so which also come out the master, and you get all sorts of stuff. So just for instance, we can go effects 1. There's a bit gruncher that kind of emulates the kind of MPC60 type of sound. Quite crunchy. Well, can show that off. We'll take it down to 1. Now with this sound, you kind of got to turn it on per track, yeah. So if we find our sound, so if we solo this, we can go to a mixer, send, and this should be there. So we want effect. This is where you turn on your effects. Yeah, it's a little bit crunchier. I mean, a pad is probably not the best way to show off that sound. So we will come back out, find the kick drum. That's probably the best one to show the sound off on. So we've got our kick, go back to mixer. Now, it's on track. Remember, obviously this is the program mixer still, not a track mixer, so it's on pad 4. Turn on the bit grunge, and it's here. It changes the characteristics of the sound a bit. If we go to the effects as well, we can really grime things up. But generally, it's hit and miss, that sound. Sometimes it can work quite nicely. I think it's level dependent as well. So if you're really if you're driving the output quite hard, it's going to distort it a lot more. So generally, I don't know, sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. You've also got full band EQ, compressors. Generally, if I'm mixing in the box, we would just assign some like reverbs and delays. So got that. Sequence sync. We'll do that. Obviously, we're not going to have it on that sound. Obviously, we will go back to our keys loop, mixer, and we can adjust. So we've got it switched on now. Oh no, it's not there, is it? There we go. Why is that panning that? That's strange. what's going on? Go to mix, please. Effect send. It's there. So this is where you can set all your multi-outs as well. So if we want to send that to like mix out 1, so the 1 and 2 means stereo output 1 and 2. So you can send them as stereo pairs or you can send them out as mono. But we don't want to do that at the moment because we haven't got the second sound card switched on. What we do want is how we find out adjusting the levels of the, because it's not doing it for some reason. Right, so it's definitely got that set up. Yeah, you can't hear that effect at all, which is strange. Maybe if we turn that off. Go to mix. No, it's definitely there. So it's level. I can't remember how you adjust it now. Setup? No, it should be there. Maybe you need to have the music stopped. Okay, so that's interesting. Why I can't hear that. So we've definitely got the effect on level. Mode mono. No, I don't want a second effect. So I don't know. So yeah, as you can see, still learning stuff. Here's a window button. No, there's no window button. Effect send. Come on now. Maybe we could try and set up. Go to effects 2. We'll try just chucking this in. You just can't hear it, can you? You should, yeah. Everything's going out through the stereo, so that's fine. Effect send. There we go. What? I was doing that. Nice. Finally. So. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Right, we're all good. Maybe that's a bit too much. So we can adjust that now. Now that we've actually managed to get it to work. So if we go back to the mix, level send, let's just send it to level 2. Wow. I think you can only adjust it on level 2. Okay, right, I'm getting the hang of this now. So if we just delay is like the last one you'd want. There we go. Sorry if you had that. Oh, no way. Did that still come through? Hopefully you can still see me. I'm disconnected. Cool. Nice, I'm really happy with that at the moment. That's a really cool idea. So now we can move on to the bass. We shall rename this track as well. We'll call it Keys. So yeah, I'm hoping that I don't cut out anytime soon. I just downloaded a free piece of software that uses my old iPhone as a kind of webcam. And for the most part, it's working really well. But it says it does obviously have some restrictions. But I don't know whether that restriction is whether it's got a time limit on it, because it just kicked up a fuss. So whether or not it's gonna cut out anytime soon, I don't know. We shall see. Right, what we doing? What we doing? Bass. How low can you go? Now I do believe I have some programs already made up, or at least a folder. Load. That's what we want. Programs. Bass. Do it. Of course there's. Of course there isn't anything in there. What we'll do then, we'll cancel, go back, latest program that I made. I do need to do some housekeeping on this. Replace, that should load up those. And now, use the program. So, good old classic M1 organ. I think that's Nick Van Tuley. One shot for a bass. Bit deep. But we will choose something a little bit simpler. Right, what we got? Load samples. I haven't got much in here in terms of bass sounds, but there should be enough to keep us going. So we got kind of, if it'll work, obviously. So that's the original one we had. That's that. Come on, please work. That's quite cool. Ooh. Kind of want like a simple saw wave, if I've got one, and if I can get this button to play. Right, that seems to be it. It seems to be a lot of square basses. It's kind of where I want to be. So we'll load that in. Now this is the cool thing. So if we go to program bass, next pad, there it is. We go to the main. Obviously, yeah, program bass. Now, 16 levels. I'm going to change this to tune, and we want our original pad. I quite like the original pad to be in pad 9. You seem to get kind of a good reach around. Do excuse my foul-mindedness. You generally get a good reach to the pads, the amount of notes that we get. So basically it takes the original note and spreads it kind of chromatically across the pads. You don't get an actual reach around. There we go. Now we want this mono. But yeah, you can play like chords and stuff in here. Like if you... So yeah, you can. But we don't want it for that. We want, obviously, to make it... no, it's not where we want to be. Yeah, is this where we want to be? No, it's not where we want to be. Tune. There's somewhere we want to be. Parameters, that's it. So, mono. Yeah. Cool. So, we've now got ourselves a synthesizer, bass synth. Nice. I like that. Nice sound. So, doobie. Let's you might be able to get that a little bit cut that through a little bit better in a mix. And you know, even if it is a bit muddy at the moment, once we go to record, we can obviously fiddle around with that kind of stuff. Right, let's record something in. So, why does it do that? Every time I hit record, it jumps, it moves that. Unless I'm doing something wrong. Mode. Did I actually record anything? Doesn't seem like it. Cool. Alright. Try again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Bump. Something like that. Nah, doesn't work. Right. We'll just have to let the pad go round until we feel like playing. So 2, 3, 4. To move that that C that we put in, which we should be able to do. So if we find out where that is, so that's where it is. We can delete. Overdub is on. But let's try that. See what that sounds like. Almost there. Almost there. So if we just delete that one, then maybe there, maybe. So we can kind of shape that sound now. Let's go to Program, Filter, so generally we want a high pass, but not so much of that. sounding quite cool. Now I might fiddle with the drums for a minute. So I quite like the little idea we've got going. But drums could be a bit heavier, so we will go to program. Turn that off. So might tune it down a bit. Is that sample playing one shot, or is it? Yeah, we want it one shot. Cool. Is there anything more I can get out of that? I might be able to chuck on a high pass. Load of resonance. And all the way down the bottom, just to give it some extra oomph. Need to tighten up the old snare and hi-hat. So we can go to snare mode. There it is. So we can go to sample. There. Hey Max.
So I knew.
Quick, come here.
I guessed my way home, and I know where it is.
Oh, that's so good.
Like I took the quickest way to home.
Yeah.
Like.
High five. Good job.
Like Mum said, take me home.
Yeah.
And then I took her to the right directions.
Oh, well done. That's awesome, Max. Did you find the peacocks?
Yep.
Nice. How many were there?
They were like, they were like 2.
There were 2. Nice. I wonder where the other one's gone then. Did they go home?
There were 4. 2 have gone home. Well, 2 were taken home. What colours were they, Max?
White and dark blue.
Oh, nice. That's pretty cool.
And what were they doing?
Just taking a nap.
Taking a nap. We're in the garden.
On someone's roof.
on the garage roof.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Well, maybe if they're still there after the stream, we can go find them again.
And also we took a little walk.
Yeah.
That's why we took so long.
That's okay.
Because we took a nice walk, Dad.
That's cool. Well, I'm glad you had fun. So yeah, my son's mini adventure finding the peacocks today seems like it went down quite well. And we're going to try and find them again maybe after the stream. But yeah, let's start tidying up this snare drum. It's pretty cool. Again, filter. obnoxious. I think we're playing with the right one, aren't we? Seems to be the right one. Right, we can get around that by stopping. We'll go to here. No, don't do that. So that's the sound we want. We want to go window, turn it into note on. Actually, no, we don't want note on. Because, yeah, one shot, please. How can we just make that sound a little bit nicer? There we go. It'd be nice to get that a little bit longer. Here we go. Nice. Tune it down a bit as well. Now, let's sort out that hi-hat. Not hi-hat, the shaker. A bit too harsh sounding. Taking the edge off a bit. Might be able to play around with the old ESR. There we go. I'm really liking the sound of this now. Thinking maybe a vocal or something. See if there's anything in the pack that we can chuck in. So, track 11. And we want to go do the same thing. Do. Find ourselves a cool vocal. I think it's in the old loop section. There we go. Fox. Some of these you might recognise from some tech house tracks back in the day, sort of maybe 2008, 2006. Sound like someone was getting a bit leery out there. Come on. C minor.
back down, back up again, back down, back down, back up again. If you know, if you know,
That's the one from a certain track. Don't know.
Free your mind.
Maybe not that.
Get up, get up. Skin funk, give it up. Skin funk, clap, house music, clap, clap. Put your sunglasses.
There's gotta be something good in there somewhere.
Sweet Dreams by Eurythmics played in house clubs. I'm Too Sexy. There is no set beat in house.
Oh, some of these are cheesy.
This goes out to Ron Hardy.
House music can be drum and bass. House music can be tech house. Where? Come.
That's quite cool. I don't know if it's a key. You can load it in and find out. We're gonna need a new program. New. We'll call this one Vox. Yeah. Do give me an X. There it is, Vox. Don't know, call it Vox loop. Since it is a Vox loop. Do it. Oh, can't press it. Note on. Oh, no way. Not in key. Now, I've never actually used Trimo. So, do we just go like chop? Yeah, I've never actually used this before, so please do bear with me. Maybe we'll cancel loop. I don't know. Maybe it's something I'll learn for next time. Because, yeah, that seems quite tricky. Right, let's check the old socials, and we'll choose another sample sometime soon. Cool, we are all good. I do apologise, you're just getting, like, the side of my face. Trying to get camera positions in this place is, yeah, a tad tricky. Actually, why have I got it there? I could have it, like, here. Could do that. Right, now you just need to see me. Hey! There we go. Cool. Yeah, so let's not play around with the trim. We will just find ourselves a sample that fits. So
What?
come on, just work.
Where? Nosebleeds can be drum and bass.
What was the yeah. Back up.
Back down, back up again. Back down, back up again. Back down, back up again. Back down, back up again.
Maybe we try that. It's quite cool. Program.
Back. 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 Back.
Start from the beginning and yeah. Let's do. This is sounding cool. Damn you, Adams. Damn you, Adams.
Back down.
So, back to the main. That sounds so good. That's so good. Ah, this is amazing. I love this machine so much. Right. I'm thinking maybe we are gonna need we're going to need something, some sort of melody. That's what we want. So we want to go to load. And I do believe I have something. Chords, no. Although we could chuck in some kind of like chord stab. So we've got that kind of nice pad, that whoop 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 whoop. And yeah, maybe something that can go alongside it. But at the moment, I would like to create some sort of lead melody type thing. Maybe not that. Yeah, that was what I was after. The Juno 60. These samples were recorded in, I think, 95. They're really old, but they sound so good. That's that one, but it's this one. This is pure gold. This sample. It sounds so good. So yeah, if you like that sound, I think I've managed to find it for free somewhere on the internet. But if you're on Facebook and you're a friend of mine, feel free to get in contact. I'll happily send that over because it's such a nice sound. And if you can't afford a Juno, then that sounds pretty close. And yeah, you can do all sorts of it. So that's what we're going to do right now. So we're going to program. I think we had a program of leads as well. We got a JF2. Did we put anything in here? No, I think it was this one. Oh, synth. That was it. That's fine. We'll chuck it in anyway. So, program. Synth. Ah, there it is. Oh, it sounds so good. So yeah, it's already kind of pre-programmed with nice decay on it. But we want some 16 levels going on. Original key, tune, turn on. Obviously, we need to... Ah, where'd it go? Yeah, so I think I kept it on one shot, but we played around with this ADSR. So I'll wait for that one to fade out, hopefully. So yeah, you can kind of play chords, but it's... Cool. Alright, it's probably going to be quite loud. When did we record that in? Oh, no way. Did we mess up? I think we made a boo-boo.
Back down, back up again, back
think it's quite inspiring me at the moment. That's very odd. Anyway. Yeah, right. Leads. Gotta be something else that can be a bit more inspiring than that. Maybe in the JX3. What have we got? Oh wow, that's a big sweep. Pad sounds. There'll be some leads or strings, something like that. Fin. Pan. That might work. It's a bit squelchy. Ooh. Maybe that. Let's try it. Program. Right, so we obviously need to tune that up. And then 16 levels. Give us something. And right back. No, that's not the sound we was afterwards. What? No, this one. Yeah. Thank you. Let's give it a go. We'll find out. Go back to here, perhaps change some of the parameters, maybe turn it into mono. Might tighten it up a bit. And see. Right, we'll worry about the sound a bit later, but I quite like that melody. It's just difficult to play. Right, cool. Let's give it a go. Kind of like the first three. Well, I said the first three, apart from that note. But the end bit, I'm not sure on. Don't know whether to because it kind of clashes with the extended vocal bit. Maybe if we just leave this section out. Let's have a something there. Something like that. Well, obviously not. We'll, hopefully we'll no, why is it over scrubbing? All I want is just overdub. You Adams. Let's do it again. And I think I've got an idea of what I want to do. Cool, right. 3, 4. Yeah, that was pretty awful. We'll do that again. 3, 4. some sort of like string now on the top. That's what I'm thinking. But I don't know whether I've got anything like a string. Actually, we do kind of have a string. We have the JX, so JX 3P strings. They're quite poor actually. I was hoping they'd be a bit better than that. Now this is where we may need to go rummaging elsewhere. Yeah, okay, so I need to go look in my sample library. I'm sure I've got something that represents a string. Something nice and high pitched that I can chuck in. Where am I looking? Samples. Sorry if you can't hear much. I'm just searching for samples. Where am I gonna find one? Maybe here. Strings. Oh, they're loops. No. Unless they're just... I don't know if we'll be able to hear this or not. Oh, no. No. I was hoping it would just be a multi. But then, piano multis, no. Piano, no. Shame. Disco. Come on. Sample patches. No. Don't want loops, please. Ah, man, this is, put me on the spot. Trying to find a good string sample. Maybe there's one in here. Let's look. Samples. No, I'm not seeing any. Come on now. This is ridiculous. There's a straight string sound. That's all I'm after. What you got for me, Steve Lawler? Sway bass, nothing in ST. That's Maximus, I hear. And he's gone again. The Ultimate Sample Collection. Don't think there's going to be anything in here. No. Terry Grant, what you got for me? Synth multis.
My DSi can play any original DS game.
Yeah?
Mhm.
That's cool.
So it's gonna be fine.
So that's kind of...
Noisy. So like a low pitched one.
Not really a fan of those sounds, if I'm honest. Ooh, that might work. It says a higher pitched one. C5. Nah, it's still not very stringy. Oh man, this is a
Pain.
yeah. Even Max says, string stab. Oh, no. Pads. Might be something cool. String pad. Oh no. No.
That's like more like a creepy sound.
It was like a creepy sound, wasn't it, Max? Where else am I gonna find it?
All your sounds is in the file.
Yeah, Dave's trying to find them and then put them in his MPC. Vintage house. Come on, there's got to be something in there.
How about some like bass sounds?
Well, we've got some bass sounds.
But it's kind of cool if we could like.
Do you want to hear what Daddy's got at the moment for a song?
Yeah.
Oh, let's jump out.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Okay.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
That's something. That's something.
Mm-hmm. I'm not really finding what I'm after. This is kind of annoying. It's slowing us down.
Yeah.
Right, I'm not going to spend too long on this, people. So we're going to there's effects. Vintage house, come on now. I think I might know where there's one. Sounds and patches, instruments. Max, leave that alone, please. String. There we go. I like that one. So we just need to
Really loud.
chuck that, copy it onto the desktop. We probably
How do you load it into the MPC?
I'll show you. I'll show everyone else as well. So I've got a sound on my
So you choose any
Matt.
sound file, like
Yeah.
any like music or sound file.
Yeah. And then you need to convert it into the right format.
So you need to go to audio converter,
So yeah, I've got an audio converter called AIMP.
which is a audio converter which converts audio into any other devices
Yeah.
like this MPC.
So we're going to click start.
And
That's going to convert that for me.
that's gonna convert it.
It's done. Now we'll go to load. So it brings up our sort of thing, and you got a little button here called USB. We'll hit that. You hear a and that allows.
That's the hardware connect sound. That's a hardware connect sound.
Now it's loaded up into here. We can chuck it into. We'll chuck it into leads for
I
now.
know what that sound is. It's the hardware connect sound.
Right, so that's in. We then go back to load.
And then that's to hardware disconnect.
Now we just need to find it. So I put it in leads, and it's called. It's like ALN something. There it is. ALN string 11.
And there we go. It's now loaded into the MPC. So
Now-
I'm going to go try some find some bass sounds.
We've already got bass sounds, Max. We're not loading up sounds. We're making music now. So
I'm just gonna learn.
Okay, well you can. Do you want to watch and learn then, instead of talking?
I'm just gonna load how to load a sound profile into the MPC.
We've got it. I've shown you how to do it.
But is there any unused ones?
What do you mean unused ones? We're not constantly, Max. We're trying to make music here. So if you want to learn to make music with the MPC, then you're more welcome to stay around.
Load sound files into the MPC.
Cool. Right. So we've got our sound track 13 or third. There we go. We need to load up the new program. Can't remember whether we've got a lead or something like that. String, there we go, that'll do. Back to program. I didn't actually put one in here, so we will. That's not the sound I loaded in. There it is. Cool. Now we probably want that in note on. And come out. It's quite loud. Might be quite cool to adjust them. Have the LFO adjust the level. So you get kind of fake sidechain effect. And we probably want to play with the what am I doing? That's better. And the tail as well. That's not bad. Alright, see if we can record something like that in. Go. Let's getting there. Yeah. What else do you think we need? Is a good question. What do you? I'm trying to think what it could need. Maybe filling out with the percussion.
Whose idea was this?
Oh, we said we want like a stab, didn't we? Just kind of an extra layer.
It's a board.
Obviously, we don't need these on all the time, so. Where is it? That's up to the basic. Aha. There we go. This is the area where you start to kind of play with some ideas, stuff like that. So yeah, we're going to have all these different layers, and we can kind of like mute them as we kind of make a track. I haven't learned how to do lots of different sequences to create a song yet in the MPC, but what we will do, we will jam it out live. So yeah, we're going to jam this idea out live. We're going to have two sequences. So this will be like the main sequence that we'll start with, build up the track, and then we will have like maybe a breakdown sequence. So yeah, they have a breakdown sequence, and yeah, we can kind of go from there really. Or we could just not have it at all and we'll just jam straight from. It's kind of my thing. I quite like not having any breakdowns at the moment. Just kind of keep that groove going. Anyway, I'm waffling. I'm feeling a bit tired as well. It's tough work chatting away constantly. I'm obviously not the biggest extrovert, not used to talking so much, but it's good fun. I quite like making music for people, especially for people that are watching. I hope you're enjoying. So yeah, please do let me know if you are. So what was I going to come up with? Oh yeah, that second stab part. So So I think it's like a chord pad thing program. That's the one. Chord program. Load that and do it. So we're on pad 14. This is lots. There should be some sounds in there. Right, so there is one sound in there, but we will go find ourselves another. I got quite a few to play around with. Chords, there we go. This button. I quite like that. Oh, that garage one would be quite cool. It's quite lo-fi. Quite like it. But it depends on whether we can get it working in the context of this track. So, we need 16 levels. Oh yeah, so we need to, we do actually need to go to program first. So pad 2 is our new sample. And then we want 16 levels, garage. Turn on. So. Highest garage I've ever heard it. So we want that to be mono as well. And yeah, just see if we can jam out something. Back down, back up again. Back down, back up again. Because we've got that other idea, haven't we? Let's see where that fits in with that. So track music, where are you? Nice. That's lovely. That's so good. 2, 3, 4. I would like to do is, I think that's probably enough parts to kind of get us going with a full track. Like, just kind of as a bare bones bundle. And, yeah, we'll record it out into Ableton. I'll save it. I'll then, probably during the week at some point, I might sort of add to it, fill it out to make it a full track, and then, yeah, anyone that's kind of been around will, yeah, get a mention on it, and I'll release it for free on the Fade to Funk Bandcamp. So yeah, let's stop jibber jabbering, and we'll get some more percussion going. So we I want to go back to pad 5, I believe. Yeah, pad 5. Dear oh dear, so percussion. Yes. Pack. So we probably want, or we could load up something like the 707. So, yeah, let's do that. Bosh. Or the 727, should I say. So yeah, kits 1 to 3. There's a program with samples. Do it. Now we're gonna have a heap load of samples all loaded in. But we can now.
Back
try and give it a go. We can now edit that in grid mode. Yes, we can. So we'll just find where there's clashes. And yeah, we'll just take them out. I wonder how that sounds. Just delete all of it, go away. Oh no. Why are you still recording? Anyway, turn overdub off. Alright. Let's try and get something going again. 2, 3, 4. to mix. Adjust the volumes of these. Got all the percussion, unless we want any more percussion. Don't know what else we could add. Oh yeah, ride cymbals, that was it. Something like that. Oh, and there's perhaps some claps as well. Some claps would be quite cool. Fill in. Right, so where are we now? So we got track 5, some percussion. That would be bongo. So we would like now track 6 to be it's got to be a clap snare. Yes. That's exactly what I was hoping for. 3, 4. This sounds so cool. Really loving this idea. So we've got the claps in, ride cymbals. We may need to load something in for that. I think we've got something in programs. We got ride, yeah, we have. Maybe we won't load in there. Maybe we go somewhere else to find it. Maybe I think it'll be in here. Here we go. It will actually load up in here. Cool. Main, so 7. That'll do. Now we want 16 levels, but we want it velocity. Something like that. it's sounding so cool. Now I really need to label all of these tracks. I know I've been saying that that's what you should be doing as common practice, but you know, when you get into things, right? So track 5, they were the bongos. But yeah, when you just get in the zone, you kind of forget about all your housekeeping business. Yeah, there are the claps. So we're just calling clap. C L A P. Cool. Enter. 7. That was a ride symbol, so we need to name that. D E. Where's read it? Read. And what else is missing? So 8. Oh, we haven't got anything in 8, so that's fine. 9 is keys. So we need to call that bass. BASS. Well, that was the Vox loop, so we'll just call that Vox. Where's my V at? V O X. You hear me saying, "Where's my letter at?" or something like that. I'm just basically just, yeah, a little coping mechanism for for watching Ricky Tenez. He said it at one point. I thought it was quite funny. So yeah, I've kind of stolen it as my coping mechanism whilst I'm doing this kind of stuff. Gets me through the day. Where are we at? Strings. We're nearly there with all of our. We also need to save all of our programs that we've created. S T R I N G we can call that stab. So S T A B. Cool. I think that's everything. That's all what we got. So if we look at track mute now, everything is all kind of labelled up, which is quite cool. So let's go and save everything before we finish up. That's the big important thing. So we want to save a program, and we need to choose a place it needs to live in, which is programs. So now we can go through all of these and just save them. Even if they overwrite, that's fine because we've added stuff. So do it, replace, that's there, do it, replace. So yeah, we'll just go through all of these that we've made. Some of them won't obviously be replacing, they'll just be adding. So we can always come back, base, duet, replace, Roxney, duet. Right, that's all of our new programs saved. Oh no, we've still got some more. Chord. Duet. Replace. So we've got some added stuff. 77 doesn't need to be done with because that's already saved somewhere else, right? Yes, because we didn't save it else. Did we? No, we didn't save it in the programs. So we'll save it properly anyway. Right, that is everything. Good. All of our programs now all saved. So my housekeeping should be good. I will also save, if we go over here and back, say, just into memory card, we will save a entire memory. Actually, we need to go to here, purge anything that isn't being used. 2 samples not being used. There we go. Hopefully that hasn't messed anything up. We'll just give it a quick play.
Back, back. Back, back. Back, back. Back, back. Down, back, up again, back, back.
Cool. Everything sounds like it's still there, which is good. So we can go back to save entire memory. That's what we've got at the moment. I'm going to save that. So let's do a new folder. We will call this we'll call it LS1 Livestream 1. So we remember what it is. LS 1. And cool. Enter. So new folder. So save that entire memory into LS1. Do it. We shall call the project LS1 2 as well, not 2. So LS1. Replace same files, yes. Same sequence is always replaced. Do it. Right, just wait for that to save. Done. There we go. That's everything saved. Now we've got 5 minutes left. Do I load up Ableton and do a quick jam and just record what we got? Because yeah, we don't really have time to record out a full song at the moment, but we could just jam for the minute. Let's just jam. I think jam would be a very cool idea. So where is our keys? So like that. Alright, we'll start with that. And then everything else can be muted. It will even take the snare out. Cool, right. We need to take your solo, track mute, Right, so for the last 4 minutes of the stream, let's jam this idea out as a sort of full song, and you get to kind of hear what we do. Then what I'll do, I'll kind of replicate that in my sort of own spare time, create a whole track out of it, and once it's ready, I'll put it up on the Fade to Funk Bandcamp, which I'll link down below if anyone's watching this after the live stream, so you should be able to get yourself a free copy of it. Right, let's do this. So. There we go. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed what we've done today. Obviously, this is now all saved. I just need to kind of jam it out, out of the live stream, so I can make it nice and long, and you know, obviously put it through all the multi out, so I can then mix it, master it, make it sound really good, and yeah, and then we'll have something hopefully finished. I might see if I can do it before the next stream, because that would be quite cool, and then we can start something completely fresh next Sunday. But yeah. Let's see. I like that your t-shirt is colour coordinated with the buttons. Yeah, it's actually. It's quite cool. Mick Savage, nice work. Easy vibe, thank you. Good to see you, Mick. And yeah, so yep, thank you for tuning in today, whoever's tuned in. It's been really fun. And we've made an absolute corker of a deep house track. So yeah, I'm happy. Hope everyone else is happy. And yeah, you'll see the results very, very soon. Otherwise, yeah. I'm going to call it a day, and I will see you guys soon. Right, catch you later, guys. Bye-bye.